Good afternoon, it's Monday and I'm having a very slow walk around. Been for a bit of a walk and I've had to be walking around holding up my right trouser leg because the bottom of my jeans keeps unravelling my bandage. It's a bit of a pain, but this is the first day I've been out on my own for nearly 3 weeks. I've been out in the car with my husband, but I've not been able to be walking around and doing anything for myself. Sorry, I kind of brought the phone in a bit then because someone just drove past and I got a little embarrassed. But yeah, I wanted to come on and welcome you to a new vlog. And yeah, first day of the new week and I wanted to get out on my own. So yeah, I'm trying to have a very slow walk around. It's going okay, it's going okay. Still not sure if I'm ready to drive yet, but I was hoping to be a bit more fast paced than this. It's taken a lot longer and I'm a lot slower than I'd hoped, but I'm getting there, what else planned for today? I think I'm just going to do some more admin work, which I tend to do on a Monday. I would like to do some filming, but our next door neighbours have a tree surgeon out today, and there's a lot of chainsawing in the garden going on, and some wood chipping as well at the front, so it's a bit noisy there, so I probably won't be filming anything upstairs for today, but just wanted to start the video off, say hello and show that I am making progress. Yay! So I'll catch you in the next bit. Bye. I'm going to actually just rest my arm there on the steering wheel. As you can see, I'm out in my car. I feel a bit off. I do feel a bit weird, but I've just taken it easy. I've just been driving around. I wasn't even going to drive on the main road, but I forced myself to do it, and it feels so good to have done that. I really did not want to go out. I was feeling very sick. My agoraphobia is creeping in again, but I forced myself out for a walk yesterday, forced myself out in the car today, and I'm going to go out tomorrow and see my mum, hopefully, if all goes well. So yeah, I'm really, really proud of myself for getting in the car and driving, and I have a normal shoe on for the first time in nearly 3 weeks. It is a little sore, I'm not going to lie. I've got a trainer on, and it's done up quite loosely, but it's done up securely, so you know, obviously it's not going to fly off while I'm driving or anything. But it feels so good to be back out in my car. As much as I cannot stand driving, it just, there is that feeling of being able to get on and do things, and you know, a bit of freedom and that, you know, and not having to rely on my husband to sort of take me anywhere. I'm really, really hoping that I'm going to be okay to drive into town on Thursday, because like I said before, I really want to get the findings and stuff like that, and I want to have a look around the charity shops too. I've got to get on with my business. So yeah, I'm hoping that will, you know, having sort of got back in the car today, forced myself on the main road, hopefully Thursday I should be fine. I'll have a little drive around the neighbourhood when I get back from my mum's tomorrow. But anyway, this afternoon I've got a few recordings from the V&A and sort of art classes and stuff that I've not had chance to do yet, because obviously I couldn't sort of put my foot on the floor for a while. It was like I was laid up for a bit, so I've got to catch up with those. So I might catch up with the V&A Chanel talk, might do that this afternoon. And I also need to finish filming my first weight loss video for my weight loss channel, and I have lost weight, which is good, but I cannot remember right now how much it was. £3 or £4, I'm not sure. Why don't you have a look at my weight loss channel and see? I wasn't meaning that to be a plug, but you know, if you wanted to check that out, if that interests you, please do so. But I am going to rattle off home now. There's a runner coming at me and he's probably going to think I'm a bit of a weirdo, so I'm going to go. Bye. Hello, I've just recorded my weight loss video, so that will already be out, and I will link it in the description below. So that would have gone out on Wednesday. So what I'm going to do now is get on with watching that Chanel V&A video that I told you about, and then I'm hoping I've got enough time to film another jewellery video, another jewellery unbagging video. I've got one that I'm going to try and edit for tomorrow evening, but I've got to edit my weight loss one as well, and then I'll hopefully get another one out for Friday. We'll see. I was hoping to try and post every day, but I just haven't got the time. The editing takes so long that I can't post every day, which is a shame. I have felt a bit that the pressure of trying to get into the YouTube algorithm is absolutely insane. The more I post, the more it does seem to get into the algorithm, but honestly, it's just constant work, trying to film and then trying to edit and then upload it, and you know, it is a lot. I know it doesn't seem like a lot, but it really is. And alongside obviously my work and home life and looking after my elderly mum and the dogs and my husband, you know, it all does mount up. So I am going to try and get out what I can. Thank you to everyone that's liked and subscribed to my channel, because that also helps me get into the algorithm. So if you do like my videos, then please do like and subscribe. God, I hate asking for that. It just feels so cringy, but you've got to say these things, haven't you? Because I think when I used to just watch YouTube before I actually started trying to make videos myself, I didn't realise how important all that stuff was, you know. But I am going to leave you here and I'm going to go and watch my Chanel video. Oh God, it's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing.
Hello, and good evening, everyone. Good evening. I'm Stephanie Agar from the V&A's membership events team, and I'm so thrilled to welcome so many of you here this evening, as well as so many I know who are joining us online, for a look at how Chanel has been seen through the pages of one of the world's most influential fashion magazines. Of course, by that I mean Vogue.
Hello everybody, thank you so much for coming.
It's Wednesday morning and I'm just off into Portsmouth. My husband's given me a lift into Portsmouth to visit my mum. We're just called in to get a coffee for the journey though, and I am laden with lots and lots of dog food, and that's for my mum's dog that she took on, if you remember a previous video. And yeah, I've got no room in the car whatsoever, but hopefully it will keep him nice and full for a while. Bless him, such a little sweetie. Good afternoon on a Thursday. I've been into town. I didn't drive. The Festival Theatre is a bit clogged up with traveller caravans and coaches for lots of plays that are going on for the schools. So there's nowhere to park and it's all a bit chocker there at the moment. So I'm just walking home now, but I've had a good look around town and there is literally nothing. I've got a couple of bits, but nothing particularly interesting. And I will show you that when I'm at my desk next, probably tomorrow. So I'm taking a slow walk back now. I've done pretty well with my foot today. It's annoying that I couldn't drive in. But I've got a bit of my phobia back really with driving, I've got to be honest. I need to build it back up again. But yeah, it's really disappointing. I went into one of my favourite charity shops where I've got some really nice pieces before, and she said, oh, they've just given away this big box of broken jewellery. So no, but because this lady makes mirrors with it, you know, and at least it's being used. That's the important thing. And she's donating a mirror back to them from selling the shop, and I thought that's absolutely lovely, you know. But it's because I've not been in there for a good 3 weeks now, I think. But it's nice to be out. And my husband was going to come and pick me up, but you know, I just really fancied the walk back, the slow walk back. But you know, who wouldn't want to walk back in this? It's glorious. There's a chill in the air, there's a bit of wind, but it's quite nice nonetheless. Yeah, I've got a latte to keep me company. And yeah, I better put my phone down really, otherwise I'll probably trip over something, knowing my luck, and put myself out of action again for a few weeks. But yeah, I hope you're all doing well, and I will see you probably tomorrow in the studio. Hello. It is Thursday afternoon, coming up to evening. I've just got home from walking back from town, absolutely exhausted. My husband was like, I'll come and pick you up, but I really don't like putting upon people, and so I thought, no, I'll walk back. But now my foot is screaming at me. So I've been on my foot walking around for about 2.5 hours now, I think. Yeah. In fact, it might be longer than that, but I'm so exhausted. But I wanted to come on here and actually show you what I got in town and finish the video up here. It's going to be a bit of a shorter video this week. It's been a bit of a weird week. I've really been struggling with my mental health, and when I went to see my mum yesterday, she actually gave me a bit of jewellery that was my dad's. Now, I knew I was going to get it at some point, but seeing it really, really upset me. There was 2 bits of jewellery actually. I've got my dad's signet ring that he thought he'd lost, but my mum actually found it after he'd passed in his tools. It must have come off his ring, must have come off his finger and fallen in the tools, and he never knew it was found. So my mum gave me that, which was really, really kind of her. And the big thing that upset me was my dad always had this Glastonbury tour pendant, and that came to me, and yeah, my mum gave me that yesterday. And just seeing it again, because it was just whenever throughout his life he always wore this pendant, and it's such a part of him, and it's just really, it was sort of weird seeing it again, really, because in his later months he didn't really wear any jewellery because he was incredibly frail. And so yeah, it was just weird seeing it again, and I just burst out crying and was just sobbing. And yeah, I couldn't control myself, but you know, that's what grief does, doesn't it? But so because of that, I went off on a tangent again, didn't I? Because of that, I've decided that I'm going to come on, finish the video now. That's where I was going with this. I do apologise. And I'm going to give myself a day off tomorrow. I just think this week, to be honest, this last few weeks where I was going full pelt for so long, and then obviously I hurt my foot and was forced to stop, my mental health really plummeted. And for those that have seen my previous videos, or for those that haven't seen my previous videos, I should say, I've suffered in the past from quite crippling agoraphobia and anxiety, and it's something that I've got to work on every single day, as well as my driving anxiety, and I have to work on it every single day. And if that stops, then it all floods back. Now, I've spoken to a therapist about this a couple of years ago, and she's the one that completely turned my life around. And she said it's about creating new neural pathways. And whilst I was doing that, and I was like riding on a high, going really, really good with it all, it stopped. And then I get back into my old neural pathways. So it is something that I have to keep training and training and training. And unfortunately, these last few weeks sort of slipped me back quite a bit. But I went out on my own today, although my husband did drop me in. It was nice to be out in public and see that it's not such a dark, scary place out there. But I'm not going to go on a big kind of chat about mental health, you want to see what I've got. It's not a lot, but I'll show you nonetheless. So you don't want to see my hair clips. I'll save you from that. I got given, well, not given, I paid 50p for these earrings. They're awesome. I really like them. Wooden again. She charged me 50p because they didn't have backs. She classed them as broken, but you know, just pop a couple of backs on there. I quite like them. How cool are they? Yeah, not in the centre, over there. God, I'm terrible. I'm very tired. Please excuse me. I am trying my best right now. Yeah, I love them. I really do. Again, look, it's because I'm kind of looking at myself to see what they look like. So yeah, I will try and focus there. But yeah, they're really cool. I might just put backs on them for myself, really. I love them. And like I say, the wooden. So might actually inspire me to make some like that with the little wooden beads that I've got. But I need to stop just wanting to keep everything myself. I was talking to a lady in one of the charity shops and she was saying, oh, are you going to sell the stuff that you make? I said, well, I like to, but you know, you make all these things that are quite individual and unique to you as a designer, and then you just kind of want to keep them. And that, I have to say, is something that I really want to sit down and have a think about tomorrow, where I'm allowing myself to have a day off and have a bit of headspace, is I want to sit down and really think about myself as a designer and how I want to kind of go forth with everything. I do really want to do the upcycling. I am going to still do that and still do my jewellery business, but I do really want to focus on my art and design as well, and I've let that slip a lot recently, certainly with this last few weeks. But I will show you the rest of the things because I keep going off on a tangent, don't I? There's a lovely little, I think it's quite cold. Is that glass? I'm not sure, but it's really very sweet, stretchy bracelet. The reason I bought these was because she said I could have those earrings for 50p, and I didn't want to just pay for those with my card for 50p, you know what I mean? So these were reduced to £1.25. I think they're quite lovely, really. I know I've got loads of beads like this, but I will make use of them. Look at that, it's really lovely. And like I say, I didn't want to just do a card transaction for 50p. But also in that shop, I bought another, this looked unusual to me, so I thought I'm going to give it a go. The beads are cold. There's a big honk of what looks like fool's gold. I'm not sure if it is. And it's got a tag on it. Oh, let me see if I can put that in there. It's got like a butterfly, and I'm pretty sure I've seen that logo somewhere before. I'm sure it's not worth any money or anything, but I just thought it was really nice. And I thought, I have seen the logo before, I'll give it a go, because it was only £2. So I really do like that chunk of, see, we used to call it fool's gold. I'm not sure what the actual official term for it is, but I used to go to Glastonbury a lot as a child, weirdly, speaking about Glastonbury, and I've got this little chunk of it that I picked up as a kid, and obviously in a shop, paid for, not like pocketing it, you know, nothing like that, but yeah, I've always thought they were it was quite a lovely thing. So I mean, yeah, it was unusual to see, so I thought, give it a go. As well as that, in that shop, this is the last thing from that shop, I just bought a slab of, would you call that, I mean, it's only like a habitat thing, and I'm sure it's like a candle holder or something, but it was reduced to £1.50, and I thought that is a fantastic backdrop to earrings or something for me to photograph from my shop, don't you think? And I thought, obviously take the stickers off and everything, but yeah, I thought I'd use that for the business. So that was everything from that shop. I only bought, I mean, I went in every charity shop in Chichester, and I think there's 10 from when I did the video before, or is it 11? I'm not sure. And I only bought from 2. It was really slim pickings today, absolutely nothing. But this was another little thing that I bought for £1.50. And it's like a little witch's cauldron. Now, it's got this maker's mark on the bottom. I think it's a T and a U, I think. but it would be really good for beads, for, you know, needles, like sewing needles, or not knitting needles. They're not going to fit now, are they? But, you know, just little tiny things that certainly when you're, you know, upcycling jewellery and stuff like that, you need these little tiny pots to organise everything. But I really, really loved the pattern. And it's a cauldron, and I love everything witchy. So I thought, and it had a maker's mark on it. So I thought, wow, £1.50, I'm not going to leave that there. I would try and show you the lid, but the sticker kind of, isn't that lovely? I will search for that maker and see what I can find, but I just wanted to get on here this afternoon and show you everything. So as well as that, that's everything from the charity shops, but I also went into the little bead shop and bought a few bits and pieces in there. They have such a lovely dog in there. It wouldn't leave me alone. It obviously could smell my dogs on me. And I was just like, hello, hello, hello. So adorable. Only 8 months old. Cookie, I think its name was. So sweet. But I mean, I could have spent so much money in there. But I had to, you know, try and rein myself in a little bit and just get a few things to get started with. So I bought some stainless steel earring hooks. I thought these were really lovely. These are rhodium plated marquise, sorry, earring hoops. Those are lovely. Some silver plated earring hooks. Please excuse my neighbours banging around. They do like to do that. Some silver plated head pins, just to maybe put some beads on. Some stainless steel open jump rings. These were really lovely. So stainless steel gold plated. I mean, it was £2 for just the one pair, but aren't they gorgeous? Really lovely. And some more stainless steel jump rings. Here we are. And some stainless steel 4mm ball stud earrings with a little loop on the bottom, so obviously I can maybe put some beads on a string or something off them. I'll have a play. Oh, I just realised they don't have any butterfly backs on them, so I'm gonna have to get some of those. I think what I might do, you go in there and it's this really large space and it's just like all bling 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 everywhere, and there's a very cute dog which is distracting enough as it is, and I think it's going to be easier for me to order online and collect from the store, because there's just so much to look at. And I think if you look online, you just look at the findings and then you can, you know, get the findings that you want. But yeah, that's going to get me started. So I might give that a go over the weekend, and I certainly will show you anything that I do create over the weekend. But I might leave it till next week. I'm going to see how I go. I don't want to push myself the next few days. I think I've kind of let myself get a bit depressed, a bit anxious this week, and I kind of want to chill out a bit, spend some time with my dogs. It'd be really nice to go on a really long dog walk with them, and seeing as I'm able to just manage 2 hours walking around, hopefully I've not buggered my foot up, hopefully it'll be okay, but we'll see how it goes. I hope you all have had, I should say, because you'll be seeing this on a Sunday, I hope you've all had a really lovely weekend, and I hope next week brings you everything that you want and isn't stressful or anything. And I'm hoping the same for myself, really, to be honest. I'm fine, honestly. I think I just need a day off. So I'm going to just relax with my dogs tomorrow, I think. But yeah, I will see you Wednesday at least. It'd be nice to get another one out. But to be honest, I was hoping to be able to pick some jewellery up today, and nothing at all. Other than those little bits that I showed you, the 2 bracelets and the earrings. So yeah, I hope you've had a fantastic weekend, and I will be back on Wednesday with another jewellery unbagging video. I've already filmed that, I've just got to edit it, and I'm hoping to get out a bit more next week, and I don't know, see what else is occurring. I need to find some more jewellery, and I've still got loads to go through, let's be honest. What I should do actually next week is probably just concentrate on making. Yeah, I might do that. But yeah, looking forward to a day off tomorrow, just spending it with my pups, and maybe take them for a nice long walk or something in the countryside. But yeah, I hope you're all doing really well, and I'll see you in the next one.